Okay, I'm gonna try to do this video very quickly from my car. Princess Kate looks fabulous in chic blazer for surprise podcast appearance. Is anything actually a surprise appearance? Anyway, the Princess of Wales, along with her husband, appeared on The Good, the Bad, and the Rugby podcast, which is run by Princess Anne, who is obviously the aunt of William and Harry, her son-in-law Mike, who is married to Zara. I guess the Royal Protocol Police are off duty today. And this isn't the first time that eyebrows have been raised about Mike and Zara and using perhaps their connections for business dealings. To be clear, Princess Anne decided not to give her children titles, but that hasn't stopped them from being accused of using their position for business deals. Which, to be clear, I don't care. It's more the hypocrisy over how this is reported on and who gets to have these deals and promotion and who is accused of using their status. This is from Running the Family Firm, a book by Laura Clancy. Quote, there have, for instance, arguably been multiple cases where royals use their connections for personal commercial gain. The Queen's grandson, Peter Phillips, who is Zara Phillips' brother, founded the Patrons Fund charity to arrange her 90th birthday celebrations in 2016, but then apparently gave the contract for staging the event to his own for-profit company, SEL UK Limited. And then in 2020, a Chinese television advertisement featured Peter Phillips promoting Jersey milk to audiences using royal iconography such as a country estate and a stage carriage. And then there is Zara, who, quote, has multiple commercial promotional deals for the luxury watch brand Rolex, horse auction house, Magic Millions, outdoor clothing brand Musto, eye candy Prams, and a personalized jewelry collection for Kaleja. Kaleja? Someone will tell me. So these are cases where the monarchy symbol is used to get these deals and drive profit. And yes, Zara is an equestrian and Olympic silver medalist in her own right. Her husband is a retired rugby player, but Zara is known because she is Princess Anne's daughter. It signals something different, that this is royal approved. Like this podcast, which probably has advertisers, sponsors, etc., is now royal approved. And because I can't stress this enough, I am not hating on William and Kate for going on a podcast. I actually think going on a family podcast and maybe showing a little more of yourself is cool and a good move. I think getting into the podcast medium is smart in 2023. Again, it's who gets to use their status or their connection to the royals to make money. Who is seen as breaking royal protocol. Clancy brings up how Harry and Meghan tried to trademark Sussex Royal when they left working royal duties, and how that was allegedly prohibited by the firm, which, as Clancy argues, is, quote, contradictory considering the other deals described above. And then there's this article from Vanity Fair from May 2020. A new royal sponsorship proves just how confusing the family rules about money really are. So Mike and Zara announced a partnership in 2020 with a company building a COVID-19 immunity tracking app meant for athletes. There was discussion around this about, if it looked uncouth to, potentially make money off the pandemic with this app. And if the Queen was displeased behind closed doors. We don't know. So it's interesting because between Fergie's podcast and now this, we have instances of royal family members using their connection for commercial gain to make money. But Meghan Markle's podcast, in which obviously the name is familiar because of the royal family, but the podcast is not about the royal family, is covered incredibly different by the media. They would not be calling her looking chic. And listen, Kate looks great. It's cool that they did the podcast. That's not the point. It's, of course, the double standard.